The Temecula real estate market has slowed down quite a bit, as you will see from the numbers here today, but I am here to warn you, this is your last stop on the bus. If you are a buyer looking to take advantage of this real estate market, this is it. It's about to get much worse for you coming soon. Let's dive into the breakdown of our monthly numbers in this month's market update. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, broker and owner of Performance Real Estate. It is my passion to keep you absolutely updated on all things the Temecula real estate market, letting you know exactly what's going on with our local market so you've got accurate data and can make the right decision for you on whether it's the right time to buy, the right time to sell. It's up to you, but I'm excited to bring to you today's November 2024 market update. As always, we like to start off breaking down these numbers. We're going to talk about days on market, percent of original list price, month supply, closed sales, average sales price, to give you a whole idea of exactly what's happening in the market right now for Murrieta and Temecula. So first up, let's start with days on market. How long is it actually taking a home to sell in today's current market? For Murrieta, that number is now 31 days average on market, which is up from 28 days just the month prior. So a few days longer to sell your property right now than it was the month before. Now for Temecula, that number has also increased to 28 days. That's just a small jump from 27 days the month prior. Now let's move on to percent of original list price. So this is how much of that original list price are you actually achieving for your home when you sell it versus what that actual sales price is. So for Murrieta, that number stayed the same this month. You're actually achieving on average 98.5% of your asking price in the city of Murrieta. For Temecula, that number fell just a bit, 97.9%. That is a drop down from 98.2% the month prior. Next up, we've got month supply. This is a gauge of whether this is a buyer's or a seller's market based on how long it will take us to run out of inventory if no new homes were listed today. So it really gives us an idea of some of the demand out there for homes versus the actual available inventory. That number for Murrieta is 3.4 months. That is a dip down from 3.5 months the month prior. And so that's letting us know that there's even a little bit more demand currently in Murrieta versus that inventory. For Temecula, that number stayed the same at 3 months inventory. So that's actually telling us that we are still in a seller's market, although it's feeling a little bit more like buyers have the upper hand on things. A true seller's market is anything under 6 months of supply. A buyer's market is traditionally anything over 6 months supply. So we are still seeing that number lower than the 6 month supply number that would give us like a balanced market. But again, we'll touch on in just a little bit that it does feel a little bit like buyers have a bit of an edge currently. Next up, we've got closed sales. So how many homes actually sold last month? For Murrieta, that number was 116 closed sales. That is up from 112 the month prior. And for Temecula, that number is also up 102 all the way up from 101. So not a huge spike in activity, and we are actually pretty dangerously low for those closed sales numbers. We really don't ever like to see that go below 100 closed sales for each of those cities, and we're hovering right in that area, so we'll keep a close eye on that in months to come. Last but not least, we've got the average sales price, and for both Murrieta and Temecula, that number has increased, although not a ton. So for Murrieta, that average sales price is now $722,000. That is an increase from $721,000 the month prior. For Temecula, that number jumped up to $865,000 for your average sales price, and that is an increase from $861,000 the month before. So we are having a little bit more sales activity and also seeing a little bit of that price increase there, although not a drastic increase overall in prices. So what does this mean for you as a buyer or seller? You heard me say it at the beginning of this video that I felt like this was the last stop for buyers to get an opportunity in the market right now. Now, why is that? We've seen things slow down. Everybody was waiting until after the election. Everyone wanted to see what the results of the election were. Nobody really has liked where interest rates have been headed. And now we're going post-election and we're seeing Fed cutting rates. And so we're gonna start to see those rates start to work their way down. And with rates coming down, that's going to bring in more buyers into the market. More buyers into the market means less inventory available, more bidding wars, higher prices, more percent of list price, lower days on market. So right now we are in a small window of opportunity. I would say before the end of the year, is your last stop as a buyer to take advantage of this market, potentially throw out some offers that are a little bit lower than a seller may typically accept in a traditional market. So we've got this small hiccup right now that is a very, very small window of opportunity. If you're thinking about making a purchase, reach out today because I want to put together a plan for you to make a purchase ASAP so you can take advantage of this before prices start to boom next year. Now, if you are a seller, this is telling you good news. We have gone past the election. We had a small slowdown in the market, as we just saw from some of the days on market up, some of the percent of original list price has worked its way down here over the last few months, but we're going to start to see that ramp back up as we head into the new year. So again, buyers have a little bit of an option right now, but as we roll into the new year, things are expected to continue to boom. Rates are going to come down. Barbara Corcoran expected and anticipated a 20% boom in prices as soon as rates get to 5.5%. And that's not going to take long once we head into 2025. So if you're looking to take advantage of some rising prices, wait till just after the first year and you should see a really great result. So that's it for our November 2024 market update. As I mentioned, a small window for buyers here. You better jump in if you want to take advantage. If you're a seller, good news, things are going to be improving for you here in the very near future. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you have any questions about the Temecula or Murrieta real estate market, you'd like to talk more in depth about what it means for you as a buyer or seller, give us a call today. My team and I would be happy to help answer any questions you might have. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.